Mrs. Jacobson, I've been your doctor for 22 years. I've been practicing for 35 years. What I have to tell you has never been easy. It hasn't even gotten any easier as I've had to tell people. Your cancer right now is in stage 4. It's affecting your lungs, your larynx, and a little bit on your brainstem. I've checked every single doctor on your plan, and there isn't one that would perform the surgery. There isn't one doctor that recommends chemotherapy based on what it is that you have. Mrs. James, I'm sorry. Mr. Contest Master, our dignitary here tonight, fellow Toastmasters, our most welcome guests. Mom's face dropped from a hopeful person to a helpless person. My sister behind me let out a scream. My dad was physically and mentally numb from the conversation I had just heard with a 2-hour visit at the doctor's office. The ride home was silent. We actually heard the engine running on our hybrid vehicle. It was a day later, 2 days later, when I finally heard from Mom. She was able to talk. Eric, I want to meet with you. Let's have dinner. Like every single Jewish person born in New York, we went for the comfort food. We went for the Chinese food. I spent so much time listening and so little time talking. The saddest part about my conversation with Mom was physically the fact that she was speaking in the third person. It's almost as if she was helping write her eulogy. I so tried to add some humor, some comments, something that would just show some sort of ray of hope in the conversation. I tried to chuckle when Mom ordered pineapple in lieu of ice cream because she's lactose intolerant. My fortune cookie, and I thought this would be my turn. I cracked open my fortune cookie, I read the fortune to Mom. 4, 12, 17, 22, 35, 47. I did get a little grin. Mom, read your fortune to me. Will you read yours to me? Through the heavy tear ducts, due to the small print, Mom couldn't read it. Without saying a word, she handed it to me. I looked down at this fortune, and I said, imagine, and you can. I don't know whether it was for me or for her, but again, I read it. Imagine, and you can. For the first time in that evening, that 2.5 hours we sat together, me listening to her talking, I finally got her to look in my eyes. She stood up from the table, tapped down on that table. Going to let this get me. She said, I am going to get this cancer. What about us? What's stopping us from getting what it is that we want to get? What if we've tried everything else and nothing has worked? What if we tried to imagine and we can't? Try something for me, would you please? Try standing up and holding your hands just above your head, just as high as you can. And then imagine and you can, and stand taller. Does it work? Of course it works. Because if we imagine it, we can. Most of us attending the party Saturday night in my mom's honor. She's 5-year cancer-free. Do me a favor and don't mention this conversation to Mom. I want her to be shocked and surprised when I give her the box that I had handmade for her in her bridge nights. And I want to open up that box and give her what's inside. What's inside is that fortune from 5 years ago. And I'm going to just give that to Mom. And there's going to be more tears, but not tears of fear, not tears of helplessness. When she reads that fortune that says you will have a new job or career shortly, it will be tears. It will be tears of shock. As for me, I am not just following this scenario of imagine and you can. in my job, in my career, in everything that I do in life. I am following this. But not only am I following this, this theory is also following me. Thanks to John Lennon, my license plate is following me. Of course, it's a magic. What about you? What is it that you can imagine that you can't just accomplish? Would you think that there'd be something, some way of accomplishing it? If only you could imagine. Make it happen. Go that extra mile. Do something that you wouldn't ordinarily do. I urge you here. If all else fails, imagine. And you can. Mr. Conte.